Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. In this opportunity, in this chance, I would like to present our paper. My name is Nasrullah Pemu, and this article is written by Usman and Nasrullah Pemu. We are from Mathematics Department, Universitas Negeri Makassar, and our paper entitled e-portfolio as OLEA to identify higher ability for students in higher education. In this paper, I would like to present the outline of presentation material. The first is abstract, the second introduction, and the next research method, and then result and discussion, and the last conclusion and references. Oh, well, for the abstract, this article talk about the importance of high ability for students in higher education, so that they show ability as a resource who is ready to face the challenges in today's competitive era. This research was conducted to identify higher ability or HA by utilizing online learning environment activities OLEA. OLEA is applied in the form of online lecture activities combined with the e-portfolio approach. This activity involved 32 people who came from students majoring in mathematics class C 20 and 19. By using a questionnaire distributed via Google Form, the results were analyzed using descriptive statistics. The results show that the HA, higher ability identification method with OLEA, is good for motivating students to recognize their abilities. And the second, OLEA needs to be designed in such a way as to initiate the development of students' higher ability. And the last or the third, the portfolio approach is good alternative to support or earlier. Okay, let's see for details. In the interaction, we make a few points that quality education and credentials are intended to be in line with the role of educational technology as a tool for integration and transformation purposes. Students at the university level should probably face the same demands raised by Skager et al., where they are involved in the complexity of the task, high expectations, and do not always depend on the direction of the teacher or lecturer. Such a learning environment provides a conclusion that students are successful in following these challenges. Completing a learning environment with a similar goal where the environment in question is described that students like challenges and have a high ability to face them. In facing these challenges, these students will be screened with abilities that show that they are high skilled with the characteristic of thinking faster, more flexibility in using strategies, have better memories, know better, and prefer complexity. Conversely, students with average ability experience boredom easily, which results in a loss of motivation. Does it also have an impact on the low value of learning outcomes in line with the, yeah. And the next, in order to examine this opinion, the learning environment is prepared in the form of e-learning by utilizing Google Classroom. The transformation made by utilizing Google Classroom as an in a portfolio. A portfolio is a tool used to monitor and evaluate the activities of school teachers and their achievements. The impact of this use leads to the achievement of an understanding of why and how teachers have learned throughout their career. The importance of reflection for future professional development. In line with that, this study examines what the opinions of students in higher education are in response to the lecture activities they take, in where the application of e-portfolio is carried out, as well as observing their high abilities based on the online learning environment activities OLEA that is prepared. Okay, let's see for the research framework. In this research, we design its portfolio based on the Google Classroom. As we know, Google Classroom is the platform of e-learning, and we use this e-learning as the online learning environment. So many activities that we have modified for the students in order to support the learning activities by using this Google Classroom, and we construct the content in the Google Classroom as the e-portfolio. So many obligation or many tasks, many assignments is designed, is addressed to uh, uh, support students in order they can feel, they can share, they can work in the learning environment by online platform. And content of the e-portfolio uh, direct students to identify their higher ability. That is the research framework that we have conducted in this work. And for the research method, the type of research chosen to carry out this study is quantitative research with a descriptive approach. With this type of approach, with this type of research, this study aims to explore the ability of ESM. ESM is a kind of a lectures that we have given to our students in our department, and it is abbreviation of English subject matter. So we combine English and the subject matter that we have in our department. And the ESM participants mean 32 students majoring in mathematics class, CP 2019. And then for research base and activity description, we have uh, 7 steps. For the first is preparation. In this stage is carried out by compiling the various needs, and the second is choosing platform. So the platform we select Google Classroom in order to support learning activities. And then preparation of lecture materials, we insert the materials into the Google Classroom, and then we uh, make settings so the students can access very well and can access easy to use, yeah. And then participant enrollment, we share the access code to engage students to join the platform, the discussion in this Google Classroom. And then preparation of research instruments. After enrolling the participant, we make preparation for the research instrument in order to complete the OLEA, yeah, and this research instrument were prepared in the form of response questionnaires and a portfolio designed according to the components in the Google Classroom. And then lecture implementation, that is the main activity where all of the instrument, either portfolio and then other instruments are implemented in this session. The lecture is planned for 16 meetings, 2 of which are meetings to provide an assessment as indicator of students' progress in lecture activities. And then the last is sharing instrument. The instrument is shared online by involving a Google form which is distributed via WhatsApp in order to make sharing the instrument uh, easy, yeah. Easy doing, because we know WhatsApp is the familiar social media either for the lecturer and the students. And then uh, we combine this plot this application, yeah, in order to uh, make communication directly in order to find if there is something wrong or trouble during the sharing instrument. And then we hope this way can be conducted uh, without a major problem. Yeah. And the next, this is the result and discussion that we have during the research, that you can see in this figure or this pie diagram. There are two parts. The first part is 25% for the higher ability, and the second part 75% for the non-higher ability. What does it mean? We can see that uh, for the students uh, who wants to have higher ability is not many. There are 25% of all of students are engaged in this research. This shows that not many students wants to accept complexity, yeah, and then independence, something like that, and then uh, too many students do not wish to be included in higher ability. This can be a suggestion for us how to improve or motivate our students to get the higher ability, yeah, by design their activities so they can uh, face, as we know today is the competitive era, and the indicator of higher ability is in line with the indicator of in competitive era. And then the next result in discussion, we have the second pie chart that you can see there are two parts in this pie diagram. The first, capacity of high ability, and then capacity of non-high ability. Yeah, and for the capacity of high ability, there is 34%. In this section, there are 11 respondents who really like task, complexity, challenge, strategy, memory, dual, and time. But uh, too many, about 66%. Yeah, in this section, there are still many students who do not expect to be given a lot of assignments, complexities, challenges, strategies requiring hard work of memory, repetition, and deadlines. Yeah, from this we can see that uh, still too many our students do not like to be included uh, as the resources who have capacity of high ability, and this becomes our work again. Yeah. Okay, the next, in order to support the learning activities of or the online learning activity, online uh, learning environment activities, we have constructed the e-portfolio, and then we ask our respondents to give their comments or they give their response to the portfolio, and we have uh, the response like this. We divide into two kind. The first is accuracy, and the second inaccuracy. And for the accuracy, it is higher than the inaccuracy. It means that the portfolio is a good OLEA in this research. And then uh, we are in the conclusion now. In this research, we draw three conclusions. In this research, we draw three conclusions. The first is the higher ability identification method with OLEA is good for motivating students to recognize their abilities. And this OLEA is compatible with the activities right now. As you know, educational technology has be has developed during the pandemic COVID-19, and this technology can be developed to support for the hybrid activities or blended activities. And the second conclusion, OLEA needs to be designed in such a way as to initiate the development of students' high abilities. And the third, the e-portfolio approach be a good alternative to support earlier, as you can see in our research framework, how we design the e-portfolio portfolio in environment for the OLEA. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. That's all our presentation in this session. Uh, I would like to say thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.